Picture this. It's 1995. Michael Jordan just came back into the NBA after playing a few baseball games. You could buy gas for 50 cents a liter, and Pixar took us to infinity and beyond with Toy Story. Just 1 year earlier, though, a certain TV show graced our screens, giving kids all over the world a glimpse of the future of animation. I'm Guapo Jim, and today we're going to be talking about ReBoot and why I think this show is a true hidden gem. Before I talk about ReBoot, this is a super new channel. Man, them is still on the come up, so if you like this video, I'm going to need you to like this video, subscribe, comment, share, the whole deal. It's me, man. It's the 5-star general himself. Just do it, man. Just hit that button. All support is seriously appreciated. With that out of the way, let's begin, guys. So, for those of you who don't know or are too young to remember, ReBoot was a 1994 Canadian computer animated television series. By predating Toy Story by over a year, it was unique for being one of the first real, you could say CGI projects ever, but for sure like one of the first real CGI TV shows. The series follows a guardian named Bob. Basically, a guardian would be like the equivalent of a cop, I guess. So like a digital cop named Bob, and his companions Enzo and Dot Matrix, as they work to keep their city mainframe safe from the viruses known as Megabyte and Hexadecimal. On top of that, they're also dealing with any other threats that happen to befall mainframe that episode. The cityscape and overall aesthetic of the city of Mainframe, it borrows a lot from video game and 90s computer culture. So with every episode's adventures, they would often make a lot of nods towards like various different genres or like pop culture references. It was funny. Like it was cute, you know? ReBoot, it would also delve into deeper themes such as the nature of free will within a digital environment, the responsibilities of those in power, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. I know, pretty deep stuff for a Saturday morning cartoon. Through the interactions of its diverse cast of characters as well, the series would explore like friendship, loyalty, and just the overall battle between good and evil. One of the most fascinating aspects of this show was its really innovative approach to storytelling. So over the course of the series, we get to see the characters grow and evolve. We get to see different relationships develop, and we also get to see story arcs progress in a way that weren't super common for that time. Again, like just the fact that you get to see these characters grow and become completely different from how they started to the end of the series, this sense of continuity and development, it really added a layer of engagement for anybody watching. So ReBoot, it's notable again for its use of CGI in an animated series. While looking at the show right now, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cheeks. In the 90s, that shit was cutting edge. Like, I can't tell you enough like how hyped I would get when this show would come on YTV. The production company, Mainframe Entertainment, they actually went on to create a bunch of other great CGI shows like Beasties, Action Man, Max Steel, and that's just to name a few. Comment down below if you guys ever want me to do a video about any of those series. If you're a fan of cult classic 90s cartoons, Big Guy and Rusty would be right up your alley. I've actually made a video about that show, and the link is going to be in the description below. Now, the show, it faced its fair share of controversies, as Dot and other female characters were considered to be too sexualized by critics. So much so, in fact, that animators were forced to make certain parts of her and, again, the other female characters less curvy. However, starting in season 3, after severing ties with some international broadcasters, the women on the show were all given more, how do I say this, anatomically correct proportions, if you catch my drift. While not ever being like a ratings juggernaut, ReBoot, it ran for 4 seasons, and it was pretty popular in its native Canada, the US, and some countries internationally. Due to behind the scenes productions issues, season 4 was shortened to just 8 episodes, and the series itself was abruptly ended on a cliffhanger. Even to this day, the show's creator, Gavin Blair, has not publicly released details of what his finale would be, just in case ReBoot ever gets picked up again. But I mean, considering that the finale was back in 2001, doubts on us ever seeing that finale. If you ever want to check it out for yourself though, the show is available for free on the Roku channel, Pluto TV, and Tubi. So I'm telling you, man, go check it out. As a whole, like, this show, it was it for me, man. Like, again, without even talking about the art style, which was fire, by the way, it was just a really, really sick show. Like, again, when Enzo gets stuck in the game and he comes back as Matrix, that shit went in. And Andrea, Chase, do not get me started on Andrea. I used to have the biggest crush on her when I was a kid. Again, Dot and Bob, and what Bob ends up becoming by the finale, like, I loved it, man. Again, just the computer puns, and even just how the story got darker as it progressed. I know that finale is never coming, but like, I really hope it does. Like, it would be sick if it ever did, you know? Again, man, I always loved this show, and I just wanted you guys to know why I thought it was a true hidden gem. Thank you if you've made it this far. If you're a fan of this kind of content, I'm gonna need you to like, subscribe, and comment down below on what shows you guys thought were true hidden gems. Stay safe, and later days.